can't give To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, I can't give Damn higher than To Pimp a Butterfly.
Why?
Bro, that ending of To Pimp a Butterfly,
Yeah.
when he does the mock interview with Tupac, I was like, bruh, why are you doing this to me right now?
Do you ever listen to Tupac's 7 Day Theory album?
No.
Which is like
Yo,
his
why
last
don't we just
album?
start the damn podcast and you guys can talk about it?
Welcome
There we
to
go.
episode 26 of the Nerd Alley Podcast. Joining me are my boys. Gabe, what up?
What up, your boy Conroe Kenny?
What up, Greg?
What up? It's your boy Kung Fu Kenny.
What up, Nathan?
What up? Good luck editing the beginning of this episode, Greg.
I'm just gonna let it be
Let it
raw.
ride,
I'm,
let
yeah,
it
I'm
ride.
not gonna edit at all.
We don't edit the fuck.
But back to what we're saying about Damn. Damn is an amazing album.
Kendrick
Definitely-
Lamar's new album, if you don't know what we're talking about.
No, fuck you. You should
Damn
know.
by
Yeah,
Kendrick
you know.
Lamar, aka
Some people don't know.
Mr. 1 through 5,
aka
K Dot,
aka
Kung Fu Kenny,
aka
Conroe Kenny,
aka
Dick
Cheney.
Volcano.
Anything else?
aka
What else did you go by? K Montana.
and also
Kendrick Lamar.
Compton with a K.
yeah.
I don't know.
But no, yeah, so like I was saying, bro,
Mr. Duckworth.
To Pimp a Butterfly though. Come on now. When the outro song, when you think the outro song ends and then it's just like an interview between him and Pac, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not a great album. I just feel like
Damn.
Butterfly is talking about society's issues.
But so
And
is
and
Damn though.
No, Damn is more personal. If you
I was about
look
to
at
say
it.
it's more about him.
Yeah, it's more about him. This is why I feel like this is a better
Fucking
album.
DNA is literally
Yeah.
about him and how he's like, no one is me. No one is me. And it's like, yo, you fucking right, Kendrick.
I'm not saying like it's darker too, in a sense. Like it's not as much jazz, like as it was in To Pimp a Butterfly. It's
See,
more.
that's why I
hardcore, right?
like
It's
To
just-
Pimp a
it's
Butterfly
dark
better, though.
Album.
Damn is a dark album and Damn is cool, but at the same time though,
You want the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over
No,
and
no,
over
no,
and
no,
over
no,
and
no.
over and
Like
over and
Drake.
over again.
I don't want the same thing over and over and over again.
More life, hashtag more.
Damn is really I like Damn, but I just think as an album, I feel like To Pimp a Butterfly is more complete. That's why, and there would be no speculation on the internet of people thinking there'd be a second part to Damn if people also didn't think it wasn't complete.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Damn alludes to that it makes it feel like it has a second part to it. And
Maybe.
another reason too is Kendrick, when he talks about back before he released To Pimp a Butterfly, he said he wanted to make his next album a double CD. But that didn't happen, which we got Untitled Unmastered. So I'm assuming this is where he gets to make his double CD.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think because he compares it to like what the Matrix, the blue, like
Yeah.
the red pill, seeing society for what it is, and the next album being the blue pill, which I feel like it was gonna be more kind of like what Logic did with
Oh, bro.
Bobby Tarantino,
Bro.
trap related.
Don't
That's what I think.
don't
King's
even
Album's
get
gonna
me
be.
started on like when everybody told me that it's honestly going to be in the same vein as shout out my boy Future with his Future Hendrix album where
Yeah.
Future was but then the Hendrix was like the more radio friendly stuff and he was just like, bro,
That's
you
what-
are turning up right now. That's what I'm hoping. If it really is called Nation and it is the Crypt album, that'd be sick.
I'd be dope, dude. I'd be so hyped for that.
I just don't think anything's gonna be better than Pimp a Butterfly, and that's okay.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if he releases a second part to Damn, and then eventually we get a full album called Damn Nation, and it's the red and the blue album, you'll eat your own words.
Maybe, but I mean, he released.
Oh, bro,
this.
there's
But right now, he released this,
no,
You
yeah.
gotta- You gotta look at it for what it is.
and
right?
I'm looking at what we have, and it's a good album. It's a really good album. I think it's an album of statements. It's an album of fucking just raw like anger
It's just emotional.
and not just
Conflict,
yeah.
inner turmoil.
But I mean,
Yeah.
hey, if I was in the same spot as Kendrick, where like you're probably, I'm not even saying probably, but you are the only person in the rap game who is as high profile, like it's Kendrick, where like everybody's listening to your music. You're one of the most like artists in the rap game, and you're actually doing rap because you enjoy like the culture, not like other people.
He does it for the art. He doesn't do it for
He does it because he genuinely likes rap. And the only reason you know he genuinely likes rap is who's the DJ he has like come in on points on Damn. It's
what's his name?
Yelling out stuff.
uh
Kung Fu Kenny.
yeah, the announcer who comes in,
World premiere.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of it lyrically compared to Pimp a Butterfly?
I think it's on the same level, but
I like it more lyrically, but I like the actual music more on the Pimp a Butterfly. So like, yeah, if he does end up doing the double album, I think he does have the potential to surpass the Pimp a Butterfly. But
It's just crazy to look at because Kendrick doesn't know how not to do concept albums.
that's what I'm
This is like everything he does is a concept album.
It's like
This
dude-
has more diversity as far as sounds because you compare like DNA to a song like Love
yeah.
and how that's just like a straight up like pop song, like what anybody else would do just to get on radio. But at the same time, it all feels like cohesive and fits together. It's just I think To Pimp a Butterfly, like that concept is maybe like more cohesive, where songs flow into each other better and it's not as diverse in sounds.
I think To Pimp a Butterfly is like his Dark Side of the Moon, while this is like the Wish You Were Here of Pink Floyd, to where like Wish You Were Here really delved with this inner conflict, because Wish You Were Here is talking about Syd Barrett, which is the Pink Floyd member that basically lost his mind because of LSD. Like he became schizophrenic. And Wish You Were Here is talking about how he's still alive, but they wish he was there, like really there. And like Shine On You Crazy Diamond is basically like all like literally everybody in the band. Basically, Pink Floyd happened because of Syd Barrett. Like everybody knew Syd Barrett, and that's how everybody formed Pink Floyd, because he was the one that brought everyone into the band. And like that is dealing with that inner conflict, while like Dark Side of the Moon, like you said, the songs go into each other. I don't know. I think Pimp the Butterfly has, like you said, a more cohesive sound to it, I think.
You kind of look at it as one piece instead
Yes.
of individual pieces.
Because I mean, like, the whole second half of Other Than Money by Pink Floyd, side B, Us and Them, going into Any Color You Like, going into Brain Image, going into Eclipse, those 4 songs are basically one piece. So like when they played that live, they played that consecutively because each song went into the next. Like it literally sounded like one big song. And that's how like Pimp the Butterfly kind of felt to me. I don't think it is as drastic as that, but like but DNA is like each song is its own thing. Like you said, to where like one song sounds completely different than the other. But like at the end they all kind of do feel like they just
belong together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the best way to put it. Especially comparing it to something as big as like this is probably the second big release of the year next to Drake's More Life.
Yeah, in the rap.
In this realm, and I mean you can sit here and go like, oh man, I don't think it's that great compared to like older Kendrick albums.
Oh no,
but
bro,
like,
you can't
but
say
like,
that. No.
but like,
No, dude,
no,
I
no,
think
no,
this is
I'm
on
just
the
saying-
same level as everything Kendrick's released.
No. I'm saying not just you. I'm saying like
Oh,
anybody
yeah,
can
yeah.
make that
Anyone
argument,
else, yeah.
but like, dude, this guy is still even if you said this isn't as good as his old stuff, it's still better than
I don't think
anything else
anyone
that's
can
coming
ever
out.
Say that, dude, because like Luther said, it's on par with what he's made prior
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like he was big before To Pimp a Butterfly, but I mean, like
He was just
You-
getting bigger and bigger.
You want to hear what's
he-
crazy though, and what kind of sucks, in my opinion, and it has nothing really to do with Kendrick. It's just that after this album, Kendrick has solidified himself as like literally one of the great rappers right now. And what sucks is he's in his own league, and I honestly don't think we'll ever get the
And-
J. Cole Kendrick collab album now.
I was thinking that the same thing. Like,
As soon as he dropped Damn, and like because what
Maybe a feature.
I don't really care anymore after
Maybe.
after listening to J. Cole's last album. I don't even care about that.
Bro,
Yeah.
and you want to know what's crazy is I like J. Cole's album, but
I stopped.
It
listening
was
to
it
got
was
boring.
it was
okay.
it was this
Yeah.
album that I realized that I don't think J. Cole will ever have like a great album. He'll only ever have good
Great
albums.
song, like yeah,
Yeah,
great
and
songs,
yeah, and
but
great
not
songs.
great albums. Yeah,
He might. Fuck, I can't remember what band I was talking about this, but like, there's some bands that are like, do you listen to their greatest hits and you're like, holy shit, what a great band, but then you listen to their albums and you're like,
Yeah, dude, I just don't understand. Like
J. Cole's
somebody's
that.
like J. Cole has so much talent, and especially like I've been listening to, I mean I've been listening to it a lot lately. Just when I'm driving, is what's the False Prophets? Dude, if he would have made an album the way he made False Prophets, bro.
Yeah. The funny thing about J. Cole's last album is the music was on point. Like, I thought the music throughout it all was great. It's just like lyrically, it was just kind of lackluster.
No, I think
Dude, other
was
than
so good.
it's
No,
just a
I'm
couple
talking
songs.
about like I'm just talking about compared to the music. The music is so much better than.
Like Change is really good lyrically wise.
Yeah.
No, there are songs
Um,
like you said, but I'm talking about as the
yeah.
album as a whole. There are parts where I'm just like, dude, he talked about nothing in that song.
And what makes me just sad is J. Cole did this album as if it was like a shout out to Pac.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I'm just
maybe that's
which
why I
just
like
sucks.
the music so much. But like, yeah, he's definitely not on a level of
no, yeah, like Kendrick's already surpassed him.
lyric.
Would you consider Kendrick like the Tupac of our generation?
Okay,
Like,
it's that. I was gonna ask that because Q when I hung out with our friend Q outside the podcast, he said that Kendrick, if this is the day before Damn came out, and he's just like, dude, if this album is even close to Pimp a Butterfly, he's like, I think Kendrick's gonna go down as the greatest rapper in this generation.
Yeah.
You want to hear what? I mean,
Since he
I think
said the
he-
greatest rapper since Tupac.
see,
that's hard to say.
One
I
of-
mean, there's been great rappers
there's been
like
great
that are
rappers.
still around.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you guys love Nas, and like
Bro, that-
Nas is like still around.
see, this
Yeah.
is
Destroying
this is what
people.
I.
That's what I'm saying. This is like I'm saying our generation,
Right.
Like, or like
or
this
like
rap, yeah, like the
newer
2000s
ones.
rap, like the
No,
shit
yeah.
out of the
See,
10s.
what I was gonna say was, in my opinion, I like to separate rap into three from the '90s to now. I like to separate into three generations.
Yeah.
It was Biggie and Pac for a couple years.
Mhm.
Then it was Nas and Jay. And I, for a while, thought it was going to be Drake and Cole. Cole lost.
Where's Kanye?
Cole,
in
Cole
this?
lost his stuff. No, see, because
Kanye is an enigma.
No, yeah,
Kanye's his own thing.
yeah,
He's like
Kanye's
out
his
there.
own-
He's a star. He's just floating along.
yeah, because Kanye never really had somebody like competing against him.
Yeah.
And
Jay?
honestly, now
Himself.
I think it's Drake and Kendrick. I like to compare Drake as the Jay-Z, the one who's like he's always trying to get on the radio. He's always trying to get crazy radio plays,
Yeah.
and he's making his money in other ways other than just music. While Nas was always about the music and always about like just giving people substance. That's how I like to think about Kendrick.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
But I mean, like, other than Biggie and Tupac, yeah, both are style or substance.
yeah.
Because there is some it bleeds into certain songs. You know, there's some Kendrick songs that are a little bit more style over substance, and vice versa.
Right.
Drake has some great songs with great lyrics. Sometimes
He's crying.
Nothing Was the Same has some of the best lyrics that guy's ever written. Take Care is up there too. But like, I don't know, he's definitely like I think that's the best way to describe it. Since Views, he's just been style. Like maybe that's why, because I liked More Life. I thought it was really good. I still think it's really good. Do I think it as good as it was when we talked about that on the podcast? No. Have I
do.
listened to it in the past like
They
2
still
weeks?
I do.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah, I
like,
haven't either.
yeah.
Damn
That's what I'm
took,
saying.
took over everything, dude.
Wait, what?
Damn took
Oh,
over everything.
Damn?
I honestly think like Kendrick killed the summer now. Like, not gonna hear much. You're gonna hear Drake, of course, because he's a popular artist. But I feel like Kendrick's gonna be
Bro,
played.
but see, my problem with the more lyrical rap is I can't bump it with a group of people.
But
I
you
can-
can bump.
I
This,
can
that's
put-
what-
I can
but
put
you
some
tracks
can
on this
bump
you can
this
bump.
album. That's what I
You
like
can
about
bump
this.
Humble. You can bump DNA. You can
Okay,
bump
see,
Elements.
I would say you can't bump Humble, but last night,
Bro, you can bump Humble.
but last night at my friend's birthday party, we bumped Humble, and I was like, bro, this
Bro,
is
you
going
can't.
in right
Dude,
now.
I'm sorry. That music video is so fucking good.
What, Humble?
Yeah, DNA was really good. I didn't like the second part of DNA that much. The video, but the first
Don
part,
Cheadle.
yeah, with Don Cheadle was really fucking cool. I just love how artistic this dude is. Like I know we're talking about like he is the substance, but like, I mean, like he's hitting like Weekend vibes when when he has these videos. There's so much to the video, and that's why like I love like dissecting the Weeknd's videos because
it's not
like
just another rap music video.
yeah, it's
with
not it
girls
can't- but
shaking their asses against lowriders.
but it
and
can be.
There were no
money
girls in
flying
DNA.
everywhere.
But
Yeah.
it can be. You can watch a Weeknd or a Kendrick video
But there
and
were
be like,
girls in
"This is
Humble,
cool.
right?
This is cool."
There were girls in Humble, but there were no girls in DNA.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
No,
It's
not the best
no.
sauce.
There's a girls driving in the car in DNA.
Oh, true.
But
That was
they
a
weren't
man.
good. There were 5 girls in
was
that
a
fucking
man.
car,
Those were
bro.
men, dude.
I thought the driver was a dude for
I
a second.
forgot about that part. Yeah.
But no, I mean,
Good album.
No,
Really
yeah,
good
like,
album.
Kendrick
I need
is-
to listen to it more. I've only listened to the whole album once, so
I mean, I didn't really consider him like a legend until I saw his recent Coachella performance, and then it pretty much cemented it because
oh,
it was
bro.
just like one masterpiece song after another,
And
and
it
it was
clicked in your
from
head.
all like records. It was literally like starts off with new songs, right?
Dude,
And it
I-
starts off with that clip of Fox News like quoting his
Mhm.
lyrics,
Yeah.
and then it just like rolls into it, and then it goes into untitled songs, which are
God, I
like
fucking
B-side
love-
songs,
I'm
and those are
sorry.
fucking like
I
just as
wish
good
I
as
was
any of
there.
his other material, and then it goes into like backseat freestyle.
Dude,
Dude,
Untitled.
That's like-
I'm chilling
This
with my.
this guy has a catalog of music that will
Yeah.
forever be like
But let's just say,
History.
Untitled 7's still my favorite song by him. That song
It's
is
so
just
good.
so
Take it,
fucking
take it.
good.
I just
It's
remember
It's
chilling there.
weird. It's different. It's catchy. I don't know. I fucking love it.
Oh, bro, Untitled 7 is insane.
Yeah.
But I just know I'm chilling there reading Reddit, and people are like live posting, and somebody goes, "Dude, Travis Scott just walked up on stage." I was like, "Bro, fuck you guys." As soon as I was like, "Okay, they're gonna play Goosebumps live," and what do? They play Goosebumps live.
It's a
I
good
wish
song.
I was there.
It was
It's a
so
really good
good.
song.
But any other opinions on Damn people
Nah, I
or
think we
Kendrick?
just slide into the next topic.
it's awesome.
Slide.
Dun 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 dun.
I mean, I don't want to really slide into it.
Dun,
but I
dun,
would like
dun,
to get
dun.
Force pushed into
you
it real
singing?
quick.
Dun dun dun
fuck
dun dun
Dun, 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 dun.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Guys.
JJ.
But
Yo,
Greg,
boy,
you went
down.
on
Yeah.
Like
you went
Greg
on a
thought.
little adventure the past
Yeah.
week or so.
We weren't able to
Oh, I
podcast
did.
next week or last week because you went somewhere.
I was in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, were you at Disney World?
Oh no,
you know,
no,
with the girl,
no,
just
I
having a
wasn't-
nice weekend.
No, I wasn't at Disney
Greg's
World.
with multiple girls.
So
Came
why?
over here.
No. So why? So why?
I'm in a very serious committed relationship.
With multiple women.
No, not with multiple.
Guys, I think it's time for us to come out.
This is
Me
the
and Greg
editor's
have been
note.
talking for the past couple
I
hours.
knew it.
No, so you went where?
I went to Star Wars Celebration 2017.
Hey, you were in the same place as Mark Hamill.
I was. Did not see him once.
Did you see his wiener?
I didn't even see him on a screen.
You were in the same place that our Lord and Savior Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
was
dude,
in.
my man, did you
Yeah,
see him?
did not see him
I watched
once.
his. I watched his interview. He made fun of. He was joking, and he was very happy to be there. And I was like, so much respect for you right now.
I hope he makes a
Dude,
cameo in
there's-
the next movie. I
people
really
have a
do.
lot of love
You
for
know,
him.
the more and more I thought about it, and like I saw him there, I was like, I'd be okay with it.
He's a great man.
This
Because
man
the more-
said, this man Nathan, who has no sort of push in Star Wars, goes, "I'd allow it."
Because I'm the voice of reason in the Star Wars community, Luther.
Everybody knows Nathan.
Everybody knows Nathan. No, let me rephrase that. Everybody knows a Nathan. You know, everybody knows.
There's always one.
We always
There's
have
a-
that one Nathan in our crew.
Yeah, that one dude. You're like, God damn. Why is that? Yeah, shut the fuck up for 5 minutes, bro.
Nerd.
Yeah, basically. So how was it, dude?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know. It was
A little
pretty
disappointed.
It was pretty disorganized. Yeah, I was a little
Yeah.
disappointed the first day we were there, which was Friday. Just a bunch of bullshit with lines and
Dude, I
just
could tell.
too many people there and crowds and
Dude,
like not like informing people of how to get into panels because they do this thing where they let people camp out the night before.
That sucks.
So basically, anybody that wanted to get into the Last Jedi panel
Couldn't.
couldn't, because all those people had already gotten their wristbands, which is the system they use to get people into panels. You have to
Yeah.
get up at 5 a.m. or camp out the night before to get a wristband, and then you have to wait 4 hours until the convention's actually open,
What?
and then you can go in
Fucking nerds.
and then wait in another line to get into the panel.
They know it, man. They know them Star Wars nerds. If them people will
It doesn't have to
line
be
up,
this way though,
but if they line up,
Greg's like, there's a better way.
because Dragon Con doesn't do this shit.
yeah.
They figure it out.
I just remember I went to MomoCon and just seeing how many people were there, I was like, "There's too many people here." Like that's the issue.
It's
You
way
either
more than that.
you either make a bigger place to sustain the same amount of people, or you shrink how many people have to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
like that. My issue is they're allowing too many people at conferences now.
said
Not with the
shrink.
MomoCon, dude.
Do you, like,
like
It's not even that
shave
big.
their
That's what I'm
spine
saying.
real quick and just have
MomoCon.
them like, I don't need take off a couple ribs. How? How?
Well,
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
Ooh, okay, continue, Nathan, please.
So needless to say, I didn't get into the Last Jedi panel, but I did watch that trailer from a distance on a screen. So let's talk about that real quick.
Jar Jar. Back.
Jar Jar, the
Oh,
man.
Yo, that Last Jedi trailer.
It's good.
That Last Jedi trailer.
It's a trailer.
But really,
Yeah.
let me let me just say this. I had all the hope in the world for Ryan Johnson because of what he did with Looper, and it remains to be seen if the story's going to be good. But I think that trailer alone cemented that this is probably going to be the best shot Star Wars ever. I think, like from a cinematography standpoint.
I didn't really get that.
Really?
Honestly. No, yeah, Rogue One impressed me way more with the cinematography in the trailer.
No, yeah, Rogue One.
The initial trailer, like all those shots of like the planet scenes
The only thing cool shot in this
with
scene,
Krennic walking up with the Death Troopers fanned
Yeah.
out. Like, are you kidding me?
Nah.
the only thing cool shot.
Dude, this just shows everything we've already seen before.
Nah. The beautiful land, the
The vistas.
the vistas were beautiful.
Millennium Falcon being chased by TIE fighters again.
No,
Yeah.
but that shot of Kylo, the shot
Kylo
of
Ren holding out
Phasma,
his lightsaber again.
the shot of Phasma coming out of that smoke.
That was pretty cool. Because I didn't realize that was Phasma at first, and then I did.
The back shot, the medium shot going, becoming like an aerial shot on Rey while she's looking down the depths. The aerial shot, going above the, completely above the island that they're training on. The extreme long shot of her training and it panning to the left. I mean, like, these are shots that, like, I'm sorry, just Rogue One didn't. And I literally just rewatched Rogue One, and like there are some beautiful shots in Rogue One, but like,
But he's not talking about the movie. He's
I'm
talking
talking about the trailer.
initial
no, I know what
trailer.
a trailer he's talking about, and like it was no, that's a really impressive trailer, but like
Just the cinematography level. Honestly, I think the Force Awakens teaser, the first teaser, got
Is
me
the-
more excited than this did.
but
They're
this
pretty
is also-
similar in tone, though, honestly, because it's like this
It takes
heavy dialogue that, like,
takes the same beats. I
you're like,
think.
whoa, what are they
Someone did a
talking about?
comparison of
Last
them.
Jedi, like,
Yeah.
it has to end? What does that mean?
Yeah.
And then the music, obviously, just the
Oh,
way
the
it
music
swells.
in this one was better than any rendition of that piece ever. The choral aspect of it was awesome.
It's really
The
good.
guy singing at the end, the women's choir going crazy right before the end. It was very climactic towards right before that last sentence spoken by our Lord and Savior
Hayden
Christian?
Christensen.
Hayden Christensen, Mark Hamill.
Oh, Mark
Also
Hamill.
in Looper.
Yeah. Also, it's the first time we've heard Luke talk in this trilogy.
True.
First time we ever heard Luke speak in a new Star Wars movie.
I was really hoping he had like a high pitched voice.
Yeah. We are the Last Jedi.
I was really hoping he would just do the Joker voice.
Oh, that would be
Same.
sad, dude, to me.
That's just me.
No,
So-
I
so
was
just
just hoping
splice
he
that
would
in.
literally only talk like Yoda. No, I'm really excited for it. Especially after watching the panel with
Space
Ryan
battles.
Johnson.
That's what I'm excited about.
That-
Space
Okay, but
battles.
yeah, also That space battle
Gabe's like,
looked,
nah.
Nah.
that space battle
Lightsaber
looked
battles, all I
fucking
care
dope.
about.
See,
The only thing
This is something I've observed, like, and I think it's people with video games too, which we're going to talk about with Battlefront. But I think there's like Star Wars fans that literally get more excited just about seeing lightsabers and lightsaber battles, and there are people that get more excited about like the insane vehicle combat and like space battles and all the intensity of the special effects with that.
I'm
And then
one
you
of
have
them.
me that's like, I want everything.
My precious.
But there's always like one thing that gets you more excited than the
I could
other.
care less like about anything but the like lightsaber.
Just the
battles.
lightsabers.
I don't care about lightsaber battles. Okay, on a scale of what it goes is all the way at the bottom is lightsaber
Oh,
battles.
dude, fuck you.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, do you do
And
that on
then-
purpose?
and then a notch above
Jar Jar
is
Binks.
the space is the space battles because that shit gets sick. And then all the way at the top is that space wizard shit.
Space
That's what I want to see.
You mean like
Andy.
just Jedi shit?
No, he's talking
No,
about
no,
pod
no.
racing.
No, no, I mean like lightnings out of the fingertips.
Oh, okay.
People
Oh, that
calling
shit.
their
That wizard came
lightsabers-
from the moon.
What?
Huh?
I said that wizard came from the
moon.
That's no moon.
But no, that's
So wizard, eh?
that's what I like. That space wizard shit, bro. When
Yeah.
you see people
So you
doing
like dirty old men in cloaks.
Yeah.
yes.
See, what
yes,
I'm
yes,
more-
yes,
I-
yes.
what
I
I'm-
guarantee you, like the Emperor's balls.
And this is why you said it too. You think that this was going to be your Star Wars movie.
Oh no,
for
yeah,
the
Rogue
trilogy.
definitely Rogue One is.
And I think this trailer cemented that. No, I'm not talking about Rogue One. I think
No,
this is going to be your Star Wars
No,
movie.
yeah, this is
'Cause
definitely
the whole
gonna be.
trailer was talking about the good side, the dark side, and the balance of the Force. That's
Okay.
what the whole fucking thing was talking about. And
Question.
I was like, bro, let's give me some like good fucking canon shit about the balance of the Force.
Talking about the balance of the Force. Now that we brought it up, and now that we're done talking about this trailer, what do you guys honestly think the word "Last Jedi" means?
I think honestly that like Luke is gonna die and Rey's gonna be the last Jedi.
I don't
I don't
I
even think we see Luke die in this movie.
I don't think so either.
I think we see Luke die.
I think that it's Luke. I think he's the last Jedi. But
Yeah.
I don't think it means. I think people like, especially after hearing what Ryan Johnson said, and I was thinking about it more and more. I'm like, I think people are taking this a little too like
No, yeah.
literal.
How
And
about you?
I think Ryan's doing this because if you think about it, other than the Phantom Menace, because I mean that's a shitty ass name.
Oh,
No, like every single Star
Clone
Wars
Wars, of
movie
course.
has like the actual name is like literal.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, The Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens. It awoke in Rey, but I think Ryan is going, you know what? Maybe we don't do that with the name anymore. Maybe we shroud it in mystery just as much as Star Wars is.
How about you, Greg? What do you think?
And
Last
especially
Jedi
because
means?
because Ryan said that it is singular. He believes it's singular, and he believes it is referring to Luke.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe it is Luke as well.
Yeah.
I think what you need to look at is the question of what Luke means by the Jedi has to end, or the
Mhm.
Jedi, like the idea of Jedi has to end. What does that mean? Like, does he mean the order or what we know
Yeah.
as the Jedi like has
think
to
that's
end,
what
and
it
then
is.
something new has to come from it? This
I'm glad
new
you guys said that.
idea of light, I guess.
Okay.
I think,
Or the idea that anybody can tap into the Force. It's not just people that, according to the prequels, have high enough midichlorian count, but like
I think
people that like show promise of
it's
you
not
know.
funny.
Gabe takes the prequels very seriously. But like people that can sense the Force or tap into that,
Yeah.
on their own
Yeah, I mean,
without being considered part of the Jedi Order.
and I think that's what it is. I think he is the
Because
last.
Luke
Jedi.
wasn't really like
Luke
that.
is the last Jedi because he will be the last Jedi trained in the
by
ways
masters.
of a master
Right.
that was a Jedi.
Right.
And I think that's what it means. I don't believe that at the end of this movie there's going to be one person holding a lightsaber and everybody else is dead. I think it means the ways we think about Jedi are going to change, And this movie is going to bring a whole different world. Like post Last Jedi, where I think we're going to see a revolutionary change to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And like what we think. No, like I don't think going forward there, yeah, like you said, there's no Jedi and Sith. It's whatever it's going to be, I don't know. But that's what's
it's still
so
light
fucking
and dark,
awesome.
still good and evil,
Yeah.
but not Jedi and Sith.
Or maybe they don't. Maybe they go, this isn't a battle of good and evil. This is something else.
Yeah, could be.
This
Because
could
there's
be
still all that inner conflict in Kylo.
Yep.
Where, I mean, he's definitely not a Sith.
I don't think
But
he's
he's definitely someone.
I think he's turning to what it. We can only really base this on what we know is good and bad and light and dark.
Right.
I think he's. I don't. Maybe it's not this one, but like by the end of the trilogy, I think he's not gonna. I think he's gonna fight Snoke or something with Rey.
Yeah.
But I think Snoke's a lot stronger than we physically as we.
I need
than
more
we think.
Snoke and I need more Phasma fleshed out.
I
Because
need
I
a-
think
I
these
need-
characters like have potential. It's just Force Awakens didn't really.
Well, yeah, Phasma.
Make
Well, I
them
think they're
worthwhile.
really using Phasma in this one.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm glad to see her back.
I think Ryan understands that you have a badass character with that.
Or should be badass.
Yeah. No, they're doing a whole book on her.
Yeah.
And I think
For real?
that's yeah.
That's awesome.
That's coming out before the movie, and I think that really shows. If you look at past novels and what they were using those novels for, before Force Awakens, it seems like if you're looking at how they market the movies, it looks like Phasma's going to have a lot bigger role in this movie. But I really liked how they didn't really like have everybody on stage. It was just kind of like Finn, Luke, and Rey,
Mm-hmm.
and the new girl Rose, and they're like, no, we're not telling you anything else. You're not getting the backstory of Phasma and what she's up to. You're not getting the backstory of Snoke and what he's up to with Kylo, and I think it's going to be really interesting. So it is what it is. I'm very excited that they're not, and that's the great thing too is like we like I'm saying, we knew more. I think at this point with Force Awakens, we had 2 trailers at this point, or a teaser and a official trailer, because you had the one from Thanksgiving in 2014, and when you have 8-10 characters on stage at Star Celebration 2 years ago, and each one has their own little synopsis of what their character's going through at the beginning of the movie. It's cool to like, we don't, even with what they told us, like with Finn, I'm like, I still have no idea what Finn's story is going to be.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning
True.
we knew that Finn was a good he was a stormtrooper that turns good.
Right.
We already knew that. We don't know anything about his story other than he is going to deal with some issues. Cool, that's any fucking main character in a movie. So,
What if he goes back to the First Order?
nah.
I don't think it will.
Whoa.
Maybe. I
Maybe
mean, like,
what a
how
twist.
fucking crazy would that be?
Yeah.
I don't know what would make him do that.
I don't know. I don't think so, but
I mean,
Yeah.
anything's
I'm just
possible.
saying.
yeah, because I think
it's
he's gonna
crazy.
fall in love with Rose, which is a resistance engineer.
Way better
So.
than Ray.
Yeah, way better.
Ray.
Are you excited for it, Gabe?
Oh, yeah, of course I am. I love Star Wars.
I just feel like
Excited for that.
this is the
lightsaber
only
battle.
time. This is the only time we're gonna get a movie that could, I think, be as close to Empire as we can, because
We're
just
gonna
don't,
get a Luke and Rey versus Kylo Ren lightsaber battle.
I don't
calling
want.
it.
I don't want Luke fighting in this one.
He will.
I don't want Luke fighting.
I kind of do.
No, I think
Well, yeah,
the
well-
master doesn't fight, and that's what I hope. I hope
Obi-Wan
whenever
did.
we end up facing.
True.
I know. I
Sort
think
of.
whenever we do face.
I mean, he lost, but still fight.
Yeah. I think when we do see Snoke and if it ends up to the point to where we're fighting Snoke, I hope he doesn't use a lightsaber. How fucking badass would that be? He's like, nah, I don't need a lightsaber.
Bro, you already
Just
know.
lightning force
Yeah,
lightning.
he's just
I'd
using
rather-
fucking
I'd rather,
yeah.
I'd rather see a force battle than a lightsaber battle.
What if he can use basically the powers that Kylo has, where he can stop things? So
Yeah.
he could just stop you in your tracks and then like control you completely.
That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, what if he's like Kylo's like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you, and he's with Rey, and he's like, nah, JK, and then he starts controlling Kylo, and Kylo starts trying to like kill Rey, and you're like, oh shit.
After he converts to the good side, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be
so
fucking
much.
cool.
Ugh.
I know, dude.
So
There's
much potential.
So much potential for this. I'm so excited, man. Like we're getting a new Star Wars every year now, man.
I care more about the Han Solo movie than this one.
Fuck.
No, you don't.
Fuck
do.
out of
Don't
here.
lie.
No, I really
Fuck
do.
out of
It's
here.
because of my boy Donald Glover.
Oh,
No,
bruh.
That's all I care
Dude,
about.
I love my boy Gambino. I don't.
Black
but
Spider-Man.
Guess what? I don't fucking care.
Black Spider.
This is a new fucking episodic
Yeah, but
Star
I've
Wars.
always wanted like a backstory to Han Solo.
That's
and
great,
Chewie,
but this is a episodic
okay,
Star
I mean, that
Wars.
doesn't mean anything. I just
Man,
don't-
that's great. Rogue One was great.
yeah. Rogue One
But
was
this
great.
is an
I feel
episodic
like Rogue One
Star
was better than
Wars.
Force Awakens.
I agree. But
I
hey,
watched it
Gabe,
again, and I disagree.
In certain areas, not in others.
Gabe,
Also,
question.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
that
so-
music in Rogue One, especially after
Yeah, it's
watching
not
John
good.
Williams' trailer,
It's not good.
bro, the fact that that movie has shitty music is just that enough that makes Force Awakens better to me.
Hey,
After
I
rewatching
feel like
it,
the ending of Rogue One just like makes it.
it's a
100 times
fantastic
better
ending. But I feel
Force
like
Awakens.
rewatching it again, there's not a lot of character development in the middle, which
Bro, but
really
why
suffers
have
because-
character development if you know they're all gonna.
Yeah,
because that's a movie. If I'm gonna sit here for 2 hours, you just gonna give me an empty fucking character
really
and kill
need
them
character
off?
But I mean, though,
development. They
we had the amount of development we needed.
No, you had intros for people, and then
That's
they fought.
all we needed.
Nah.
If they,
It's a one-off
No,
movie.
dude, we needed those people to all care about each other. And the thing is
Bro,
they were
but
just
they
like
didn't-
mini
we didn't
groups in a
need-
group.
it was never about them caring about each other. It was about them doing what they set out to do
It's about
and
the
getting
mission.
it done.
Yeah.
That's
It's
great,
literally-
no, but
literally
like,
the whole
that
movie is
ending-
defined by when the guy, what's his name?
I'm telling you, dude, if you had better character development, that ending would have even resonated more with you. If you cared about those characters more.
Bruh.
Because
He's not
the thing
wrong.
is who's the main
Bruh.
character you cared about? Like dead serious. Who is probably the most emotional death out of all those?
My boy Pow.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like the alien dude with the mouth, and he's
no,
like,
no, no. Okay,
he's-
well,
he's on the
no, I
ground.
didn't
he's
say
no,
that.
no.
shooting
I'm
people.
talking.
Fucking
I'm talking
dude.
about my
As a
dude
main
Donnie
character.
Yen.
Yes.
Yeah.
He had the most character development in that movie. Other than
Bro, he had no character development.
No,
all we ever
Jin
knew was
had
he
the
was a
most
guardian
character
of the temple.
development.
Well, I
because
said I was
her
trying to
father's in
until
it.
he cut me off until Jin. But the thing is her character development you didn't really care that much because everybody just fucking dies before she even gets a chance to do anything.
But
That's
Mads
life.
Mikkelsen.
But
And
yeah.
Life.
Bro,
that's
was a-
great and all.
This was a story about rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is
About-
I'm saying
about rebellion, not about the rebels themselves.
okay, it's fine, it's whatever.
No,
But
I
I'm
mean,
just
hey,
saying
bro,
like
I can't
I'm
argue
just
with-
saying that
No, like you're giving valid points, but I'm saying, in my opinion, I still think Rogue One is way better than than the Force Awakens.
that's fine. No, I'm just saying that movie's issue though was character development.
Oh,
And just because
I
someone
agree.
And the
dies at
music.
the end of a movie doesn't justify not putting character development in a movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because guess what? A New Hope was only going to be one movie, but we still had amazing character development, and we had
Those
those
are
people
brand new characters
bonding-
that
yes.
by the end of the movie
Yes,
you were in
don't
love
know 'em
with.
from the beginning. You had no idea who they were, and in 2 hours they became a whole ragtag group of people. And how
And you
more
don't even get
important-
introduced to like half of them in the very beginning.
Yeah,
You
it
don't
still
meet
had
Han
better
and
character
Chewie until,
development
like,
than Rogue One.
Kind of halfway through.
Yeah.
Why do-
And the whole
it starts
first-
it starts
and-
a franchise though.
And the whole first 15 minutes of Rogue One is planet. Had a bad beginning. It had a bad beginning.
By the end of Force Awakens, I was in love with Rey and
Yes.
Finn and Poe. Like
I was not
cared
in
about
love
those
with
characters.
anybody. I liked K2. I loved
Hey,
K2SO
I will admit
and shit,
though,
but
I'm glad you guys liked Rey and Finn. The only person, and I've seen The Force Awakens like 3 times now. The only person I can still say I'm completely in love with is Poe. Poe's the only one.
That's crazy. Because Poe doesn't really do anything.
Except
he's
Oh,
the-
Poe
He's
doesn't-
he's
Poe
just
doesn't-
the
he doesn't
hotshot
even-
pilot. That's all he is
He
right
doesn't even
now.
need to though. He's literally sitting there and what's it called when Kylo's like questioning him and he's just joking. Sold me from the beginning. Sold me from the
but,
beginning.
That's
but
true.
then, and that's what K2SO was so good at. Is like he was the comic relief, and that's what Poe was in the beginning. Like, dude, literally the first conversation with him and Finn, you're like, these guys are gonna be best buds by the end of the movie. Like, you know it. You know because of how they're talking to each other. And he's
Hashtag bromance.
he's like, why are you saving me? He's like, because it's the right thing to do. You need a pilot. Yeah, I need a pilot. Like, that line right there, like, there are no lines like that in Rogue One. That's what I'm saying is, like, there's so many lines and like parts in Force Awakens that you remember, like Finn trying to like, come on, BB-8, just like work with me, tell her where. Okay, the Elenium system? Yeah, the Elenium system. And he gives the thumbs up, and BB-8 gives you the lighter thumbs up, and like all these parts.
I mean,
and like, where should we put Phasma? Is there a garbage compactor? Yes, there is. Or when Finn is like, all right, here we go. What's your plan? He's like, and Han's like, I don't have a plan. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know, man. We'll just use the Force. And Han's like, that's not how the Force works. You know? Like, there were no parts like that in Rogue One. There were no...
I feel like Rogue One was a more serious story than...
Yeah, that's why I like Rogue
Yeah,
One
that's
more.
what-
Then that argument is then K2SO shouldn't have been in that movie because he was just comic relief.
There's nothing
But I
wrong
mean, it's
having
still Star
a
Wars,
comic
though.
relief
Yeah,
character in a serious movie.
Yeah.
Like, Get Out is a serious movie, and it still has a comic relief character.
Dude, I'm saying they chose serious tone too much, and it didn't pan out.
I mean, hey, in your opinion, I think it's, bro, it's called Star Wars.
Yes.
If we don't ever see a fucking war, what do you mean?
True.
What?
Hey,
Just call it Star.
Preach, L.
Just call it
Star. What? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
They call it
Well,
Star.
But you're saying-
all these
so-
movies,
so-
I'm supposed to.
hold on,
I'm supposed
hold
to see these guys exaggerate all the time,
Yo.
dude,
Bro, okay.
And the new trailer,
If
bro,
we
in the new
really
trailer
want to
for
have
The
this,
Last
if we
Jedi,
really...
it's the same thing. It's Rey stands up and she's like sweating like Finn was when we first saw the other trailer. What the fuck? Why are people still like in deserts getting up like they can't breathe?
Bro,
Jake,
if you
have the
if you
Force.
like, if
just
you
use
really,
force breathing.
if you really, if you really think
Dead.
Rogue One had more
Force
action in it,
breathing.
it didn't. Like
Star.
it had just as much
Stars.
combat.
Bro, are you telling me that's action when she's driving the Millennium
You.
Falcon and she's only getting shot at by like one person? Bro, Rogue One has a squadron. When it's fucking Admiral Akbar and goes, the fleet is here.
Maz Kanata or no?
What?
Yeah, Maz Kanata's.
What?
Hold on, you had the whole part at the
Bro,
beginning.
that's like a
Hold on,
5-minute
hold on.
section.
Listen,
Maz
listen.
Kanata.
Whole beginning part,
It's Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata's part,
you.
Come on, man.
and you had the whole ending.
What
that
became-
literally
dude.
destroyed
Dude,
a
it's
planet.
2017.
Yeah,
It's
That
2017.
literally destroyed
Yeah,
a
Google.
planet and had hundreds.
Hey, Gabe, how many planets got destroyed in Rogue One? Like 3?
Dog, I
How many
Yeah,
planets
and
got
guess
destroyed
what?
in Force Awakens? One?
How many got destroyed in 3 seconds in Star Wars? In Force Awakens?
All right, this is
5.
This is a really
5.
petty argument.
6
I
planets
don't know
got
where-
destroyed in
Those guys are
Force
bullshit,
Awakens.
But we never got to see what it looked like up
Exactly,
close. All we
exactly.
saw was somebody go beep 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 beep.
Are
And
you
like
saying
5
it's a
planets got
rock
destroyed.
blow up?
in
That's all
the
you're saying.
3 seconds of seeing somebody walk on the fucking planet in the beginning of Rogue One is more justified.
It's better than nothing.
Hey, bro, it's cool. Like I understand you like Force Awakens more.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, you're
it
just,
has more.
You're just trying to get me
you're
to like Force
you're
Awakens
Star
more.
Wars, and I'm like, wait, Force
Stars.
Awakens has just as much combat,
Nah,
dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, there is just as much combat in Rogue One.
Yeah, but it's not so much about a war. Than
Hey,
Rogue
but
One
thinking, but
And it's actually a
but
battle.
talking
it's not a war,
about combat
What's up?
and strong characters in the world of Star Wars,
was. Preach.
let's talk about some Battlefront 2
Oh,
and what we learned at Star
heck
Wars
yeah.
Celebration.
What did you learn?
Inferno
Greg?
Squad.
Yeah, I learned that there is confirmed a single player campaign.
Score.
Written by
J.J. Abrams.
No,
Mitch Dyer from IGN. And what's the other dude?
Walt
for,
Williams, the
the guy
writer
who,
of
yeah,
Spec Ops:
Spec
The
Ops.
Line,
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, heck yeah, I'm
which
down.
I consider one of the best written video game stories. Period.
Still haven't
Like scripts,
played it.
like as far as the script goes of
Dude,
a
it's
video
on
game.
PS now.
I don't
That's
fucking
why I
care.
played it, dude. It's great.
It's
I'll-
good. It's worth playing.
Is it on a? Is it backwards compatible on 360?
I don't know.
Didn't
I played it on
know.
PS3. Might be.
But anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, so
You get a
you're
free trial
so
on
yeah,
PS5.
It's a
they're
canon story.
Oh, canon, really?
Yes, this
Cool.
is considered canon because they're working with Lucasfilm on the story. It's following a like TIE fighter pilot slash
special
special forces spec ops kind of soldier.
yeah on the dark side. That was leading us Inferno Squad at the end of Return of the Jedi when
On Endor.
Yeah, on
the
Endor
Force
when the Death Star blows up, and then somehow she's. Is it before Force Awakens or is it?
Yeah, it's before. It's literally right after Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so the whole thing is right there.
Yeah, so she sees the Death Star in the trailer. You see
Okay.
her see the
So
Death
is the
Star get blown
multiplayer the
up.
only one
doing the eras?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
the
this
single
one's
player is bridging the gap essentially between
6
Return
and
of the
7.
Jedi and Force Awakens.
Or a story that bridges the gap
Right,
between. Yeah.
right.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems really cool.
So the Emperor is dead. Therefore, the Empire is left with no leader, and they're like, "What do we do?" And so in the trailer, it shows that there are these like essentially robot sentinel kind of things that have the Emperor's face on them and like instructions that he saved on there. As far as
That's
like,
crazy. I didn't even notice that in the trailer.
yeah, it shows that. It's
That's-
like that person in the red cloak kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's
I
on
thought
the,
those were just
on the bridge.
Like the I don't know what they're called, but you know the soldiers that you see in Return of the Jedi.
that are guarding the
Yeah.
guards.
Yeah, his guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like that, but they're actually robots. There's a little bit more information about them in the books, or like one of the new books that came out,
Okay.
I thought they were always robots.
or comic books rather.
No, because in Force Unleashed they were robots.
Bro, there's robots in all of Star Wars.
No,
it's in a galaxy far, far away.
Bro, chill, okay. We just stars.
But continue, Greg.
But anyways, the Emperor has like instructions, and he has like a whole, I guess, like fail-safe plan or whatever, like plan that he
Oh, in case
wants to
everything falls.
initiate. Yeah, it's basically like Order 66, but he calls it something else.
Yeah.
For
Order
if there's any
69.
situation where he dies,
67,
this is
yeah.
what should happen to the Empire. And essentially, it's basically to, I learned this from like other things, but essentially to destroy the Empire. So the plan, which we're gonna explore, I guess, in the story, is to get rid of like all kind of leaders in the Empire,
Mm-hmm.
and basically just take a few of the select like major leaders and put them somewhere like secluded,
Yeah.
and then kill off everybody else so that the
That's
Empire no
crazy.
longer exists. And then that's what the First Order comes from.
That's dope.
So essentially, like those few leaders that get sent off, like one of them is Hux's father,
Mm-hmm.
who's also Hux, and then that's where General Hux comes from,
That's
and
dope.
then that's how we get the First Order. But that's kind of what the game's going to explore, and kind of like make you. The whole point they said in the panel was to make you kind of see a side of the Empire that you don't normally see. So instead of looking at it as the bad guys, you kind of see where they're coming from, or at least where people are more open to the idea of order.
See, Hitler
And how
wasn't
they
that
see
bad.
they see like the rebellion more as terrorists, kind of just causing chaos and destructing order, whereas the Empire is here to protect you. It's here to provide for you and take care of you, and that some people dream to become part of the Empire and become one of these ace pilots in Inferno Squadron because it's badass and you're fighting for order in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of exploring that and following this leader, and I guess her struggles with dealing with her leader and Emperor being dead, and what does she do now, and what is she still fighting for, and what's right and what's wrong, and stuff like that.
So,
That's pretty sick.
Star Wars really just about like being
Government.
communist.
No,
It's like
It's iconic.
you got the rebels that are going against the commies.
Fight them Reds.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I'm excited for it. It looks really good. And then you got two great writers, I think, and you also have one of them being Mitch. And if anybody really listened to anything IGN related with him back in the day, you'd know that he is very well versed in the universe of Star Wars.
And also someone who understands the gaming industry and what
Yes.
makes a good video game
He
story.
knows, yes, he knows what makes a good Star Wars story, but he also knows, what makes a good video game.
Right.
And the fact that he knows both of those and he can put those two together in a Star Wars video game, will it be good? I don't know, but like just on paper, that recipe
Sounds
seems
good.
like it's going to succeed.
Right.
Yeah, so that's honestly the part I'm most excited about.
And I actually got to meet Mitch and talk to him a little bit. I
Mhm.
kind of asked him what kind of tone the single player is going to take, as far as I asked him, like, on a scale of how dark, is it like The Last of Us or is it like a Halo campaign?
Yeah.
And he said that's kind of hard to answer, but it's more like The Empire Strikes Back, where it has a darker tone at times and where it can like delve into some darker things, but it's still going to feel like Star Wars. So it's still going to have some humor in it and some lighthearted moments.
Yeah.
But overall, it's going to be
which
yeah,
makes Star
kind of
Wars
a little more serious.
Yes, that's what Star Wars is so perfect about. Is like they can take one scene that is so dark, and then the next scene you have the fucking banter between R2 and C-3PO, and it still feels like the same universe.
Right.
You know, because like everybody can't just be dark and gloomy. They're every single second, man. Like, you know, even through the darkest times of your life, you know, you still gotta find things that make you laugh. And I think that's really what that like Empire brought is like, you know, even with Luke being defeated right at the end of that movie, you know, him getting his you know arm and then looking out into space with you know holding on to his sister Leia and C-3PO and R2 looking out with him, and then it just kind of ends, and you're like, there's still like a glimmer of hope, you know. I wonder what he's gonna do with like that. This is also interesting. What are they gonna do at the end of this? Is there a glimmer of hope that the First Order is gonna be cool? And I think that's what I'm most interested about is how they're gonna make this, how the game's gonna end.
If somehow the game makes us feel something for the First Order, somehow.
Maybe, or maybe just at least a part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't humanize the reasons behind the top echelon of people,
But
but
just
it,
some
it
of the people,
humanizes the people that you're killing.
Sure.
You know, it's like I loved what Saving Private Ryan did at the beginning when you had the French, or you had the French. They were sitting there speaking French, I think, and the American soldiers thought they were Nazis and they shot them. I think maybe it was the French, but basically what they were saying in their own language was like, "We're not fighters, we're not fighters," and they shoot them, and you're like, "Damn, dude." Or like when you think about it, like how like basically they were being brainwashed, you know. You said like kids like, and you know just how like Luke was wanting to be the best pilot out there, you know, for the rebels, you know.
Right.
I'd like to see a side that, you know, someone who's not evil but wants to be the best, you know, pilot in the Empire. And like I guess
But that is what Luke wanted to be. You want to be the Empire.
Yeah, no. He wanted to be a rebel fighter.
I thought he said he was going to join the Empire when he left.
No, he wanted to be a rebel
He
fighter.
wanted to join the.
Are you
Rebel
sure?
Alliance.
Yeah, he wanted to join the Rebel Alliance.
Dude, talk to the two biggest Star Wars nerds.
Dude, I swore. I mean, dude, that's what I assumed just because so many people have said that on Reddit. And I swear when I watched the movie, like, probably like a year or so ago, that's what he tells, like, his...
Uncle Owen?
Yeah, that
No,
he's about to
says he
join the
wants-
Empire.
No, he wants to join the Rebels.
That's crazy, though.
Why would he
because-
even tell him that? Because
No,
like,
the only
Uncle
reason-
Owen knows that what happened to his dad, and that his dad is part of the Empire.
But no, see, the only reason I'm saying that, though, is because I thought Luke didn't even know about the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, he did. He had a friend that was in it.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm confused.
That's why he wanted to join, basically, is because his
I'm
friend
probably
joined
thinking about
him.
His
something
friends
else,
are
Star
his friends are in the Rebel Alliance, and he's sitting there on a
And he sees like every day how oppressive they are in Mos Eisley whenever he goes there.
yeah.
I'm thinking about something else then.
Yeah, he's
I
definitely.
mean, I can see how you got that confused, but
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely never wanted
thought-
to join the Empire.
I thought he wanted to join the Empire for a while back.
Mm-mm.
But see, it's a totally different situation that they're trying to explore with this, where the Empire comes to another planet and the planet's willingly like, yeah, sure. We'll let the Empire control us. This is awesome. We got more money now. We got all these amenities. They're taking care of us. They're protecting us. This is great.
Yeah, we're seeing a different side. And I like.
So if you grew up in that environment,
Yeah,
you wanna
want
see
to.
them
So like
as-
now, I want to see the pilots that we're seeing just getting shot in every single movie, and like maybe I play this game and then I watch Last Jedi. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, those are still people.
Yeah.
Because you just think of stormtroopers and you just think faceless,
Hey, that's why I love
cannon fodder.
the Clone Wars animated series. It's because that's what they do in that show is when they show the people who are trying to side with the
Empire.
with the Confederate,
Yeah.
and then they find out real quick it's not all it is cracked up to be.
That's usually what it is for anything. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see. And I hope maybe they show some flaws in the Rebel Alliance. I love it when they show the cracks on the good side too.
I think Rogue One explored that a little bit with Cassian just straight up murdering a dude
And seeing his reasoning
just for the
behind
sake,
it.
yeah. For the sake
I'd love
of,
to see that with the dark side.
Mhm.
And see people that really like that. They're like, dude, I'm trying to fucking fight for my family. That's what I'm doing this for.
Sure.
You know,
So,
like
yeah, that's
Cassian
cool.
was doing this because that's all he knew. He lost everything, and you know, this is the only way to make sure that doesn't happen to everybody else. And you know what? Guess what? The same people you're shooting down are thinking the exact same thing. They think you're the enemy. You know, but it's really really interesting because if you look at anything like with the Nazis, a lot of those soldiers were being fed fucking lies, dude. It's like the North Korea. They like we know that North. This is from Colin's last his North Korea video, and I learned a lot from it. And it was just like, wow, dude, those guys like they tell their whole country that they're the ones that got attacked in the Korean War. They're the ones that got attacked by the United States and South Korea. They're the ones that invaded North Korea. But we all know that North Korea is the one that invaded South Korea, and that's why the war started. You know, I'd love to see that side of the empire, and make me like care about like characters on the other side.
Mhm.
Like how cool is that? I just think it's cool that like I also think that this is still the big franchise that they're pushing video game wise, and that this the first time they're doing a campaign is a dark side campaign.
Yeah.
So. Not like Force Awakens. Force Unleashed. Not that shit, but, you know, I'm talking like...
Fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
dude, Force
But
Unleashed
Battlefront,
is
I mean,
good.
Battlefront is a
Yeah.
big IP.
Yeah.
Like
was
it is a huge
Pretty
IP.
good.
Nah, I'd say it's pretty good. But continue, Greg.
I was just saying Battlefront is a huge IP as far as Star
no,
Wars
that's what I'm
games.
saying.
Like,
and the fact
that yeah, they're taking a risk on this kind of story, and that somebody like Mitch Dyer is writing the story for Battlefront too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
It's crazy.
they look at him and go, "You're capable enough of."
And they're working with Lucasfilm and making it canon,
Yeah.
where it is officially part of the Star
It's
Wars
really
lore.
fucking cool. It's really really cool.
But
But no,
that multiplayer though,
multiplayer now.
Woo. All eras,
All eras. We saw that.
prequels, original trilogy, new trilogy,
Darth Maul.
all of it.
Qui-Gon.
No, we didn't see any Qui-Gon.
Yeah, but we have.
He's
saw-
probably
we
there.
have
He's probably
Qui-Gon,
there.
yeah,
Yoda. We saw Kylo, Rey, Maul, and Yoda. I think that's the 4 Jedi we saw in the trailer.
Mhm. Tauntauns.
Tauntauns. Yeah, we saw Tauntauns.
I saw concept art for Camino.
No, it was on the panel.
Yeah, so get
Yeah.
excited about that. Have
Yeah.
some Camino.
Looked really fucking cool. Looked really cool. That's what I'm excited about, is to like actually like really see a very concrete, dope looking version of the prequels.
Yeah.
You know, people. You know, we know that the people who made the multiplayer, DICE, they made it look just like the fucking original movies, and I wonder if they're gonna take a little bit of the OG trilogy and kind of blend it into the prequel maps and make it look a little bit more Star Wars, a little bit more gritty. That's what it looked like. It looked like fucking war.
Yeah.
That's my issue with one of my issues with the prequel is like even when people were fighting, it still looked pretty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Al?
Oh, dude, I'm fine.
You look like you about to pass out over there, son.
Oh, no.
It's getting sleepy.
I was trying to
Oh, okay.
line stuff up.
I thought you were passing out, son.
No, I'm good.
We got Criterion coming in helping DICE out with the space battle stuff. So basically taking what they learned with the X-Wing VR mission and implementing that into the controls of vehicles and how there's going to be aerial combat.
Hopefully,
and space
it
battles.
feels better than the other vehicles.
Oh, it should. I mean,
Whoo, the vehicles in Battlefront 1 felt like shit.
yeah.
The
They're-
second I
they're
jumped into one
redoing
of
a lot
those,
of
I was like,
things.
I'm never touching one of these again. This is awful.
You didn't even like the
Y-Wing?
what are they called? Not the Y wings. They're on Hoth. I want to say snow speeder, but I don't think that's what they're called.
No, yeah.
The flying vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah, snow speeders.
That's a snow speeder.
Oh,
The
okay.
one that Luke was in Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a snow speeder.
You didn't like that? I thought out of all the flying things, that was the one that controlled the best. But that was
The
just
Y-Wing
because-
was the one that controlled best for me. But still, it didn't feel that great. Even being the best, I was like, this is the best they have.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was a snow speeder, I'm like, that's still kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
For a Star Wars game, you know?
The way it had a throttle
I hope,
stick.
yeah,
and-
I really hope that they balance these guns, and I really hope the guns feel different.
Yeah, so the idea with this is to work on classes
Yeah.
so that instead of like Battlefront 3
Just call it
reboot.
Battlefront
Yeah,
1.
the reboot Battlefront that came
Yeah.
out recently,
Everything we're talking
where
about
basically like
is new shit.
guns are what make the difference. So basically, if you unlock like a really awesome gun, that's what's going to give you the advantage on the battlefield.
I hope
This
it's
is going to
not- I
be
hope
more
it's-
like your class can top another class, but that class can top your class.
Yeah, like what
Kind
they
of
said,
thing. So it's
paper,
rock paper
scissors.
scissors kind of combat, and it uses classes more like Battlefield does, where you have a sniper, you have like an engineer who kind of repairs vehicles, kind of what was in the previous like original Battlefront games.
I said it from
And then
the
there's level
beginning.
progression as well, like any multiplayer.
I just hope
and
that
there shouldn't be any pickups.
the classes are just a little bit more streamlined than the ones in Battlefield.
yeah.
Because, like, dude, it takes a long time to unlock guns in that game. But what were you saying, Luther?
Bro, I said it from the beginning, and I stick to it now. As soon as they make Battlefront more like Battlefield, that's when your boy's going ass deep in there.
I think combat-wise and how the game's structured, yeah, me too. But I don't know, it still needs to feel different. I don't want it to feel like a fucking Battlefield
Yeah, it's just the same
game.
thing but skinned, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want it to feel the same way because I mean we're shooting lasers and one of them is shooting bullets. But I'm just saying though the core concepts of Battlefield would fit so
The
well in a Battlefront.
Core, that's it. I'd love them to. My issue is,
I mean, but
like,
you don't. All you need is the core. You don't need a reskin Battlefield into Star Wars. That's just stupid.
but I feel like that's what they did with that one, and I feel like I'm a little
Bro,
scared
no,
that they're gonna do that with this one.
no. You've never played a Battlefield if you think Battlefront 1
No, the actual
is a skin of Battlefield.
dude, it's a dumbed down version of Battlefield.
Bro, that's what it is. That's not even at its core then. That's not Battlefield.
No, it took the
you don't
core
even fight with
Battlefield,
Bro, the
where
core
you
of
have a
Battlefield is
big-
fighting with classes, what Greg just said. You have
Okay.
Engineer, you have Assault,
Okay.
and you have all those classes.
No, it's fighting in a big battlefield. That's what the core of Battlefield is to me.
Bro, I mean, it's cool, like, if you don't know Battlefield, but everybody I've ever talked to who's been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 1 have never been like, bro, I play Battlefield because I like the huge Battlefield environment.
Dude, that's why people. That's the difference between that and Call of Duty. Both of those have classes.
Bro, but them Call of Duty classes don't mean anything.
But that's subjective. That's subjective right there.
all right, bro.
I'm talking an objective conversation right here. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. I still don't think Battlefront is anything like Battlefield. Anybody who's a hardcore Battlefield fan can say the same thing about Battlefront, because everybody I know who ever tried Battlefront, who tried it because they love Battlefield, left that game within the first like couple months.
Well, because it sucked. That's why.
Yeah, because it wasn't even a skin of Battlefield. It was its own, just like watered down. It was like a watered down version of the OG Battlefront games. That's all it was.
It's like a taste of what it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because when you hop into a match, it's basically like everybody's the same, and the only thing that differentiates you
Is
is
the
the gun
guns.
you have.
Well, that's what it was. Instead of taking
It's
a
not
class,
like you
just
take-
unlock that gun.
And you don't do a
it
different.
wasn't attached to a class.
Well, you don't take on any different roles
Yeah.
because you're literally just another person on the ground shooting something, unless you happen to get a pickup,
Because
and then you happen to become a hero and then just wreck everybody for
Yeah.
30 seconds or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because even the original.
I mean, it
Battlefront
is
had
dumbed down,
classes.
and like on a base level, if you look at it in first person, it looks like Battlefield, right? It looks like a skinned version of it, but I think it is missing what makes Battlefield great,
Yeah.
which is the kind of like rock paper scissors of it, the strategy of it, the idea
crazy
that
moments.
you can actually make a difference on this massive
But
map
I think
as
the
one
core
person.
of Battlefield is the battlefield. It's called Battlefield.
I mean, I don't
That's
disagree
what
with
that's
him.
what my
I
argument
don't
was.
disagree with him there.
No,
Like,
no. And that, I'm not saying that
it's
you're
always
not
been about
right.
these
But
massive
I'm just saying, like,
conflicts,
what
so-
makes Battlefield is a fucking huge ass map, and that's a big 30-minute game, you know, and that's what Hoth was, you know, and like, yeah, they kind of ditched classes, but like, it still felt like Battlefield to me. You know, it was a dumbed down version of it, but it still felt like Battlefield. And it still felt like a fucking it felt like a skimmed, dumbed down version of Battlefield. And I hope they take what they've learned with classes and they approach classes differently still. That's what I'm saying.
I wonder if they're even going to do first person in this game, because
They have to,
everything
dude.
I saw from the single player, like behind the scenes stuff that they showed us only at Celebration that wasn't streamed,
Yeah.
it's
was
only third person.
But didn't they do that with
Oh, yeah, I would love that.
no, but didn't they do that with the marketing for
Possibly. I don't
I
know.
can't remember.
I don't know if they're
But
gonna
do you remember? I'm
both or
pretty sure
not.
almost everything they're showing was third person because they want to show the character models.
And pretty much everybody says that's how you should play Battlefront, anyways.
it's third person. Yeah, they say it's more accurate.
Because you
that
see
way.
more. You see more.
Yeah. You have.
You're not blinded.
You have a wider field of view.
Right.
I just, from what I remember when they first showed off Battlefront was, not when they first showed off, because when they first showed off it was just dumbass concept art. But I know when they actually showed the gameplay, it started in third person and then it went to first.
That's right. You're right.
The whole focus of that game was look how accurate everything is.
Yeah.
Because we went to ILM and we scanned all the ships and everything. We scanned all those sets and dioramas, and
It was style over substance.
we went to all these places in the world and took photos, and that's why the maps look so realistic. And that was it.
Man, they
Like,
looked,
the game
dude, they looked
doesn't
great.
bring you
They
anything
looked,
else.
That game looked
Yeah, other than
amazing.
showing you how good the
Yeah.
maps can look.
But God, was that game fucking boring as shit. Also, that whole game was broken from the get-go because anybody who pre-ordered it had a fucking advantage over everybody because the fucking blaster pistol you got was better than any fucking gun until you got to, like, the highest level.
Also, you have heroes that just destroy other people, like Han Solo with his blaster.
Dude,
That
in
can just
Funhouse-
stop anything.
Dude, my issue is I hope they have they push a mode that just doesn't have those, or that they structure. They said that they're structuring how heroes work differently.
Right.
Right. And maybe that'll fix it.
And my idea is you earn it, so you get a kill streak, and that allows you to become a hero.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 Lukes on the battlefield.
No, but what I've heard is if you do well in one game and you unlock Luke, you don't have to use it in that game. Or at least that's what it sounded
I
like.
mean, in the past, it made it so that if there's a hero already out there, you can't spawn as a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
So-
there might be a game to where, like, if they're not spawning them,
I feel like they don't have to overthink this. Like, just kind of look at what worked in the past, because that's what the fans want, anyways, and then just make it a modern,
yeah, but
a modern
online
multiplayer
multiplayer
game.
was not huge in when Battlefront before.
Well, that's what
EA
I'm
took it
saying
was
is
big.
look at what a modern multiplayer game looks like nowadays in 2017, and then combine that with what the fans want, and you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even really need to change it from the way they had it originally. Originally, it was set up to, like Greg was saying, you kept killing a whole bunch of people, and then you died, and when you respawned, it was like Darth Vader has joined the battle. And now you have a choice between the same classes you had from the get-go, and now if you wanted to, you could be Darth Vader.
But then they have to balance how many heroes and villains come into the game.
No,
the
but
thing
I'm saying, though,
It was one and one.
Yeah, it'd still be the same thing. Where, like, let's say it's me, you, and Gabe playing in a match, right? We're all killing it, but Gabe dies first. He
And
has
gets
first
it, and
pick.
he has first dibs.
He has first pick to
Okay.
Luke.
Yeah, that would fix it. Well, yeah. Okay, so they have a map.
Instead
They
of
have a
everybody
cap. So they
camping
have a
on the map for wherever the random pickup is,
Yes.
and then as
Yeah.
soon as they
and
see
you
it,
have
run
and
for
you have a
it.
cap, even though
And then if they
even
do,
though we might all have our hero ready because he's the one that's on the field right now, we can't do anything about it.
Right.
Okay. No, that would work.
and then if they do it right, honestly, and in my opinion, if they can get the guns feeling different, would I rather upgrade my gun and keep playing with my gun, or
Mhm.
would I go become a hero and just have fun for like a couple minutes?
See, I
because
think
the
they should
hero
do
wouldn't
things
do
to-
anything.
I think they should do things like that to where, like, maybe you get a buff on your gun for that map, or I mean for that one that one.
Oh, bro! I mean,
map.
you don't even need to do a buff. Like, it'd be
Because
the
if
same.
you're someone out there that, like, plays Battlefield and you're just legit at sniping people,
Yeah, you rather
if you're in
just-
No, but I'm
Battlefront
saying- I'm
sniping
saying,
people, you don't
like-
even want to be a hero. You're just
Yeah.
I'm saying,
doming
like,
people
when you
every
died
5
in the
seconds.
OG one, like, you had regular troopers, but then sometimes when you weren't a hero yet, you had, like,
Oh yeah, the elite troopers.
the elite troopers. They need to have something like that again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And maybe
This-
it's a buff on your gun. Maybe it's just spawning as a new guy, like they did in the OG ones.
Maybe,
It'd be cool
like-
to, like, if you had like a light machine gun, and it's like, cool, you get your bullets speed up faster. So you're like, dude, I got a fucking OP gun until I die. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool shit. Fucking falls down from the sky and you pick it up and then you start shooting. And right before you pick it up, someone snipes you and you're like, God fucking damn it.
I don't know about all that.
No,
I don't know about all that.
I'm just telling you the stories of how Battlefield and Battlefront are for me.
It's
with
exciting
anything.
though. This game has a lot more potential. than
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
still-
one.
I'm
you got
still-
3 developers working on
Yeah.
this thing.
I'm just gonna get EA
Full
access
dedicated
for a
campaign.
month. I'm just gonna spend $5 for EA access that month and try it out in that little 5-day period.
It's
and
also
see how I like it.
split screen co-op for the single player
That's cool. That's
See,
cool.
I'm
on
waiting.
consoles. Yeah.
I'm waiting on people to start coming out and talking about the game because I'm not even trying to rent this game or anything like that for the sole reason alone that they've already kind of sold me on the game when they said there's no seasons pass.
I mean, it's great and all, but I mean, like, even when the original Battlefront Deluxe Edition was like $20, like, the game still has to be good, you know?
No, yeah, but I'm saying though I don't need to go out there and do like a red box or something for this game when I know that if I just buy this game, like, they'll give me all the maps for free eventually.
I'm just saying I'm gonna do EA Access, pay $5.
No, yeah, but you're saying though, like, you're saying though to try it out. I'm just saying, I don't even really need to try it out. Like, if it's good, I'll get it. Cause I'm waiting on reviews and stuff like that. That's what
I'd rather.
But
with,
you're at least
I'd
getting a
rather
full
with
game.
this game. I'd rather with this game try it out.
Oh, I
For
mean,
me personally,
no, yeah.
because I'm very particular with my shooters. Even when people like it, I'm like,
Plus, this is gonna be competing with Destiny 2, guys. So
this is at the end. This is in the middle of November, so I'll have my fair share with Destiny at that point.
I doubt it.
I mean, no.
And then yeah,
I
'cause
feel like
the fucking-
Destiny's gonna consume our lives.
Yeah.
Destiny's gonna consume my life.
Yeah. So you're gonna
It's
have to
gonna-
balance
it's gonna
your
be a
time
problem.
if you're trying to play some Battlefront 2.
But my issue, and this is my issue too, is like if Call of Duty goes back to,
Oh yeah, true.
if it goes back to its roots, and I have
got
a
that too.
sci-fi shooter that's good, which is most likely going to be Destiny 2, and then I have a World War II shooter, I have my fill. I love Star Wars to death, man, but like, I just think Bungie's a better developer than DICE. So
Bro, this dude is saying that now. I'm telling you, when it comes, because Destiny's a given. Destiny comes out in September. You're gonna get Destiny first.
yeah,
But I'm telling you, when it's in November, and who cares about World War II? Who cares about DICE? When it is Star Wars put up against Call of Duty, Nathan Haller is either buying both games or saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get Call of Duty for Christmas. I need Star Wars now."
Also, there's no way you're not.
no,
Gonna,
because I didn't do that with Battlefront.
Nathan,
I
there's no
never
way.
bought
There's no
Battlefront.
No,
way
because
you're not
Battlefront
gonna
was-
want to
because you already-
experience that campaign.
That's what
There's
I'm saying.
no way
Dude,
you're gonna be like, "Oh, look, I'll just watch it on YouTube."
I'll play it on
I'll-
easy.
I'll- I
I'll
won't
play it
play
on
it.
easy and do it in that 5-day period.
Okay.
Bro, you can't.
You can
tell
do
me this
that. You can do
campaign's-
that.
This campaign's like
Hey,
No, it's probably like
7
10
hours.
10 hours.
I'm telling you
That's
guys
They-
right
you know what they
now.
might do? You know what they might do is that they're probably gonna cap you to where you stop at this certain mission. I bet you they're gonna do that.
I'm telling
On
you
the
guys
EA
all
access.
right
Oh, on
now.
the EA
in
access?
the EA access period,
Maybe.
they'll probably do that so you don't
April
finish the game.
19th, 2017, on this day that we were recording this podcast, you guys have all heard Nathan Haller go, "No, man, I mean,
We'll see."
We'll see. It's a toss-up. No, it doesn't matter. Because, there's no way they can fuck this game up twice.
Okay.
Actually, there is.
Okay.
But let's
Okay,
hope not.
It's EA, bro. It's EA.
Hey, all I'm saying,
It could fuck up Destiny too.
Yeah. No, they could
Like
fuck up
royally.
Destiny, too.
It
Hey.
could be really bad.
hey, Greg, when we first started podcasting, right?
Yeah.
And Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars Battlefront came out.
Right.
Nathan said, "Fuck that game. I don't really care about it." Remember a couple months ago when he asked you to borrow the game again because he wanted to give it a second shot?
Yes.
If you already know you don't like a game, why would you need to give a game a second shot?
Because they fucking changed it. What did Destiny do? Is Destiny, when it first came out, just as good as it is now?
Bro, they didn't change the
Hold on,
game.
listen
They
to
just
me.
gave
Listen
you
to me.
free.
Listen
They just
to
gave
me.
you free
Listen
maps.
to me.
Hey, Greg, can I borrow the game?
No.
It's not even that they changed the game. I just want to play the Death Star level. That's not changing the game. They're
Bro,
just adding
there
a new
wasn't
map.
The Death Star map was not free.
Bro, you said you wanted to borrow to play the Death Star map.
No, I didn't. The Death Star map came out, and everybody was like, "Yeah, dude, they balanced this game, and it's better than
Hey,
it was at launch."
Bro, go ahead. Put on a facade for the people.
Okay.
Go ahead. Put on a facade. I'm
Suck
telling
my dick, Luther.
Bro,
After
I'm
today, you can
telling
go
you.
fuck right off.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Damn.
I know what's going to happen. This guy's going to scrunch for change in his couch. just because it's Star Wars.
No, I didn't do that with Battlefront. I
Gabe.
didn't do that with the first Battlefront.
Gabe, get us out of here.
Yeah, bro. Close this out.
Yeah.
Close this out.
Thank you guys for
Nah,
listening
this
to
dude's
episode
jabbing at me for no
25
fucking
of
reason.
Nerd Outlet.
It's 26.
Shit, 26, my bad. I've been your host,
Bro,
Conroe Kinney.
Dreamcatcher.
What
With
up?
me, Louther.
What up, King
you
Kenny
looked
here?
at me and then you switched to Luther.
I know, but because he just called you out, I had to.
Called me out on
just
what?
called you out,
Called me
dude.
out on what?
King Kenny over here. What's
By
up?
lying?
And in front of me, Gregory.
That's me.
Say goodbye.
He doesn't want to say
And then our
Bye.
live to my left, Nathan.
Fuck off, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Triggered.
bye.